Alright, it's currently 2:42 p.m. I'm in Santiago in the La Chimba hostel, and it's time to crack into this. It's been 8 days now, it's day 9 today in Santiago, and it's been so eventful. Lots been happening, and I've been loving it, to be honest. It's been great. Getting lost in the streets of Santiago and Bella Vista, La Staria. There's a lot around, and when it's a new place, you can just walk and find new stuff anywhere you go, so it's been quite the experience. As I said, I've just been walking the streets a lot, drinking a lot, partying a lot. The hostels know how to throw a good party, and with international friends from Brazil, from England, from Germany, and that's definitely been one of the best parts, meeting these new people. A lot of them don't speak English, but we get by and we make it work, and it's been awesome to meet these strange people all across the world doing a pretty similar thing to what I'm doing, sharing ideas, thoughts on things, and obviously a drink as well. So it's been pretty awesome. I think the reason why it's felt so eventful isn't just the change of scenery, but also the habitual change as well. Like, not on my phone as much. I'm not really drinking coffee because, I'm sure the coffee's fine here and I've tried it a couple times, but you can't do a Melbourne coffee outside of Melbourne, unfortunately. But even normal habits I'd have back at home, like, listening to my music, my podcasts, my sport, I've taken a real step back from that, so hence why everything feels so fresh and just packed every sort of day. It's pretty cool. And the thing is, I know when I get back home, if I get back home, I'll end up picking up those habits again, and not that they're bad habits, but this might be the one time where I do have the chance to reset, you know what I mean? And what better time? And with less responsibility, it's been a real mindset change, I guess. Not intentionally, but things are just a lot slower. I can take my time with things. I'll go for a walk, I'll sit down at the park, for an hour, read a book a bit, spend a couple hours, at least a couple hours just walking around, going at whatever pace I want to do, but also the pace of the rest of the people. If I am out with friends, it'll be a bit more fast-paced, drinking or whatever, but otherwise I can just go with the flow a lot more. So I can consciously think a lot more. I have to think a lot more, and it keeps me in the present, and it makes the days really nice. And I've found if you do take time with things, whether it be sitting at a park or sitting at a coffee shop or just walking around, beauty will develop in front of you, and you'll find things that you wouldn't normally see if you're quickly walking through or you're busy trying to do something. You really appreciate what's going around more and pick up more things. And okay, I have to say my favorite aspect of Santiago has to be the street art and the graffiti. The area of Bella Vista in particular, where I'm at, just has art everywhere, on every wall, bringing so much vibrant flavour and emotional edge to the area. It's really cool. So much colour, and I know it sounds silly, but it's making a man-made structure more human, if that makes sense, more emotional, more appealing to me, and also the locals, and I'm sure the tourists as well. And the coolest part is, it's not just the trendy bars that have got the cool art, it's literally everything from, the hostels, pet stores, chemists, obviously cafes, milk bars, any stairs, clothing stores. It's their main form of advertising, and I find it really cool in the form of that graffiti and street art. It really pops out and resonates a lot more. So actually the first thing I noticed that really stood out was the smells of the city. It was like a barrage of odours that just attacked your nose, but from really sweet waffle houses and ice cream to marijuana around most corners to sometimes you'll be lucky enough to see some shit on the floor. You know, there's a bit of everything. You know, the raw meat in the markets is really pungent. There's tobacco everywhere as well. You know, tropical breeze of pineapples and bananas. And it all really seems to sum up the variety in the city, from the diversity of wealth, the hustle between all the locals. It really, you know, sums up the good, the bad, and everything in between of the city. I find it really fascinating. Now, tomorrow I go to Valparaiso, and I'm going to get picked up from one of my workaway hosts, Javier. We're going to Laguna Verde, to his house / farm sort of thing. I'm going to help out with them. And probably stay there for a few weeks. We'll see how we go. I'll give you guys an update in about a week or two. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hello, family! Jake. I say in Portuguese language now. Ele tá com o criminoso de São Paulo, só bandido aqui, ó. Fogging off current. Fucking no.